30th May, Thursday, and I'm back with your Zodiac horoscope. Hello everyone, I'm Singh, an astrologer, numerologist, and a Vastu consultant, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Astro Vastu Savvy. If you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. Because on this channel, I bring to you very informational videos from the field of astrology, numerology, as well as Vastu. And in today's video, I will be sharing with you your daily horoscope. So please subscribe to my channel and press onto the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Now without any further ado, let's quickly see what the stars have to say about you and your zodiacs today. Firstly, we begin with Aries. There will be ups and downs in your career, so there's a possibility that you might have to face certain obstacles and hindrances in your way of climbing the ladder in your jobs or your respective fields. But however, stay consistent and stay determined and focused into what you're doing so that you're able to truly attract whatever you desire and whatever you want to achieve in your career. The dream of your wedding can come true. So if you are somebody who has been waiting on finding a dream partner, or you have been waiting on discussing a wedding with your family, today certainly is a good time for you to do so and go ahead for looking for a partner as well. So the dream of you getting married is certainly going to come true today. Promotion in your job is also something that can be seen on the charts today. So for those who have been waiting on for a promotion from a very long time, there's a possibility that you can receive a good news in that area. Your lucky number today is 9 and your lucky color is green. Next, we talk about Taurus. There is a possibility for some of you to have a transfer in your job. There's a possibility that you might have to move away from your city or town, that can be the reason for you to move away from your family. So there's a possibility that you might have to move away. Your dream of going to a foreign land, be it for visiting or studying, that is something that can come true today. So certainly you will receive a good news in that area today. Long journeys, there's a possibility that you have been planning on a long journey. However, I would suggest you to postpone this journey if possible, and do not go on this journey today. But however, tomorrow or day after, if you can push your tickets ahead, then that would certainly prove to be more beneficial for you. Your lucky number today is 7 and your lucky color is blue. Next up, we talk about Gemini. Do not tell everybody what you truly desire, what you've been thinking and what's been on your mind, and especially what your heart truly desires. So be very sure and be very aware of who you're sharing your true desires and what is truly on your mind and your true thoughts with. So there's a possibility that there might be somebody who might use these fantasies of yours against you in some way or the other. So be sure that you know whom you're sharing what with. Take care of your children. Make sure that you are spending quality time with them, as well as make sure that they are in good physical and mental health as well. Do not make any excuses for lazing around and not doing the work that had been delegated to you. There's a possibility that you might have to face some issues due to being lazy or not carrying out the tasks that had been delegated to you. Your lucky number today is 8 and your lucky color is brown. Next up, we talk about the Cancerians. Make sure that you know that where your personal belongings are and keep them very safely, keep them handy. Make sure that you know where you've kept what, and there's a possibility that you might lose out on something important. So be very aware and very careful of where you're putting your personal things. Do not stay out until late hours. There's a possibility that you might get into some trouble due to that. So come home on time and spend a good quality time with your loved ones and families at home. The search for a life partner can now end. So there's a possibility that what you had been looking for, you've already found it. There's a possibility that you were looking for a good suitable partner to be with, be in a relationship with, or get married to, and you might have found your compatible match. Your lucky number today is 5 and your lucky color is white. Next up, we talk about Leo. Take care of the health of your mother. There's a possibility that you have been ignoring her health from a while now, and maybe even she herself has been ignoring her health. But be a better child and look after the health of your mother and make sure that she gets the due medical aid that is required for her. Don't tell your friends about what is happening at your home. So all the personal fights that are going back at your home, all the arguments, disagreements, misunderstandings, if any, that are happening at your home, do not share all the small details with your friends outside your home. There's a possibility that they might use this information against you at some point, and that certainly wouldn't seem very nice for you. Do your own work, what has been delegated to you. Make sure that you carry out all those duties diligently and do it by yourself, because somebody else doing your work, there's a possibility that they might miss out on a thing or two, and then you can land up in some trouble. So whatever task has been delegated to you, make sure that you carry it out by yourself. Your lucky number today is 4 and your lucky color is green. With that, we come to the segment where we talk about the Rahu Kal and the Gule Kal. The Gule Kal for the day today is going to be between 12:18 p.m. to 2 p.m. So the Gule Kal in astrology is the auspicious time period, which is something that you should most definitely utilize in a very good manner, especially if you're planning to do something auspicious, start a new venture, buy a new vehicle, purchase a new property, anything that is auspicious or special to you or your family, and you haven't been able to find a suitable Muhurta to do so. The Gule Kal is the time period that you can certainly utilize and go ahead and do all those good things. Next up, we talk about the Rahu Kal, which is the unauspicious time period, which is something that you should most definitely avoid, especially if you're planning to do something that is special to you or your family. That time period today is going to be between 3:43 p.m. to 5:26 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So these are the two time periods that you should most definitely keep in your mind and utilize as nicely as possible. Next up, we talk about Virgo. There can be a possibility for you to have a sudden outing planned by your friends or your families, and the outing would prove to be fruitful for you. So you should definitely go ahead with this plan of suddenly visiting some new place. Postpone taking important decisions today. If there is something important that needs important decision that needs to be taken today, make sure that you are doing it under the supervision of other people as well. Take their ideas into consideration as well. There's a possibility that your mind may misguide you a little today. So if possible, delay the decision onto tomorrow or day after, and avoid taking any important decision, especially related to business or job today specifically. Also, for those who drive vehicles, drive cars, make sure that you are very careful while driving. There's a possibility that you can get in some trouble due to your vehicles. Your lucky number today is 9 and your lucky color is sky blue. Next up, we talk about Libra. Do not try to get a hold of somebody else's finances, get a hold of somebody else's money. Do not take somebody else's money in your own hand. It's their finances, let them handle it. Stay out of it as much as possible. Do not do any lending or borrowing of money today, as I may suggest. There's a possibility that you might have to incur some loss in lending or borrowing of money today. You will succeed in your career. So if you had been working very hard lately and you felt like you weren't getting the due results, there's a possibility that you will see some good results coming your way today. Avoid family disputes as much as possible. Do not interfere in something that you feel you wouldn't have a good thing to say about. That would only escalate the fight and create more disagreements and misunderstandings between you and your family members. Your lucky number today is 8 and your lucky color is orange. Next up, we talk about Scorpio. If there are any documents or paperwork that you are going to do today, make sure that you read everything very carefully. Sit with your lawyer, read everything through, be very certain of what you're putting yourself into, what you're getting yourself into, and do not sign any paper unless you've read it thoroughly and you know exactly what you are signing on. So be very careful while you're signing any documents today. There is a good time, this is a good time for you to purchase a new property, especially for those who've been planning on buying a new house or maybe any sort of property. Today is a good day for you to go ahead and buy that property. Do not engage yourself in any monetary exchange today, any lending or borrowing of money. Avoid to do it as much as possible today. Your lucky number today is 3 and your lucky color is golden. Next up, we talk about Sagittarius. The money that you had lent but you felt like it was not going to come back anytime soon, there's a possibility that somebody might have a feeling of returning that money back to you today. There will be more progress in the job than you've seen before. So there's a possibility that you can get a good opportunity that will certainly prove to be beneficial for you, especially if you're somebody who's working in a job sector. So for those who have been planning to get married, there's a possibility that you can see something of that sort on your charts today. There's a possibility that you might find a compatible partner, or you might start the discussion of marriage in your family. Your lucky number today is 5 and your lucky color is grey. Next up we talk about Capricorn. You can remain stressed due to your job and your career. However, just make sure that you are working dedicatedly and sincerely, and you can leave the rest to the other factors for now, and do not really take the stress and take the toll of your work and your job life completely on yourself and on your shoulders and on your mind. Try to find a way to release that stress and stay away from all these stressful situations as much as possible, but that doesn't mean that you run away from your job. But do not take a lot of toll of this job or your career on your mind. There's a possibility for some of you to also change your job, and the change will certainly prove to be beneficial for you. Those who have been working only and not focusing on their family, it is time that you try to balance out the two, and you try to also find a good certain amount of time for your family and your loved ones, so that even they enjoy your presence and your company. Your lucky number is going to be 7 and your lucky color is cream. Next up we talk about Aquarius. There's a possibility that some of you can see your child succeed, your children succeed, and that will be the reason of your happiness and joy and pride today. You're likely to see a change in your job. If there's somebody who has been planning on changing a job, an opportunity to change your job can arise. Also have control over what you say. Make sure that you know what you're saying and how it may impact the people around you. So be very mindful of when you're planning to say something. Your lucky number today is 5 and your lucky color is yellow. With that, we're almost at the end of the segment, and we are now going to discuss Pisces. Do not lend money to anyone today unless and until it is extremely important, a do or die situation for the other person. Do not lend money as much as possible, because there's a possibility that that money will not come back to you. So if you're mentally prepared for such a situation, then you can go ahead and lend money. However, do not lend money in any other situation, especially today. There's a possibility for those who've been planning to buy a new vehicle, so that opportunity of buying a new vehicle can arise for you today. Every problem will be solved. So if you had been feeling that you were just entangled in this bundle of problems and issues, there's a possibility that you will find a way out of it, and you will be able to escape all these problems and issues that you had been dealing with lately. Your lucky number today is 1 and your lucky color is purple. And with that, we come to an end of the Zodiac horoscope today. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video, please feel free to share with your friends and family, so that even they can see what the stars have to say about them. I'm Singh, an astrologer, numerologist and a Vastu consultant, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Astro Vastu Savvy. I will be coming back with another Zodiac horoscope for all of you tomorrow. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned to my channel, and may you all have a very nice day.